has had a 38-year career now. I counted.
That's why I'm so tired.
Yeah. She has a long history of not only in Hollywood and on TV and in film, but also for speaking for people who didn't have a voice. I mean, her activism began in the 1980s, speaking out for somebody during the AIDS crisis. She's spoken out on tropical diseases that are forgotten about, landmine remediation. She's a UNICEF Goodwill Ambassador. She's become a voice for firearm violence, which I'm not sure if any of you heard, but there was actually another mass shooting today. 11 people shot in Jacksonville, Florida, right when this movie began, at a gaming tournament. But she's been a fighter on that. Back in October of last year, Alyssa was putting her daughter to bed when she
Let me tell the story.
when she did the whole Me Too thing, and she'll tell you about that. But anyway, it's a real honor to have her here today. It's a real honor to have her interested in Virginia. I'm going to turn it over to her.
I mean, leave me something to say. What did you think of the movie? It's important to remember how far we've come, but also important to remember how far we have yet to go. How many of you, by show of hands, learned that we are not part of the Constitution today? Women are not part. So I would say that's at least half. You're not alone. This is a conversation that I've had with multiple friends, coworkers, where they're shocked that they are not considered equal in the Constitution. How unbelievable is it that in 2018, 100 years after over 100 years after Alice Paul started the fight for women's equality, that we have to sit in this church and have this conversation? Isn't it heartbreaking? Doesn't it kill you? Well, so October 15th of last year, we're coming up on the 1-year anniversary of the initial tweet that I sent out that has been now called the Me Too tweet. And I had for a couple of weeks been listening to all the stories about my industry and the sexual harassment and discrimination and misconduct and abuse, and had all of these conversations with women friends, and really understood the prevalence of this very serious issue. And then on a Sunday night, I put my 3-year-old daughter to bed, and I just started crying as I looked at her, with just hope in my heart that she would never have to deal with what we have all had to deal with in our lives, and trying to figure out how to fix this, how to fix the systemic issues that we face in gender discrimination, how we raise our daughters and our sons with the mentality of equality in general. And to me, the only real answer to this is being included in the Constitution. To me, the next step to Me Too, and what I often say when I'm asked, well, what can we expect now from the Me Too movement? To me, the most important thing is that we get the ERA ratified and get equality in the Constitution. We live in the greatest country in the world. I mean, honestly, if we lived in Ethiopia, we'd be covered in their Constitution. This is the United States of America. So we have one state left to go. And I really want it to be Virginia. I mean, I think it should be Virginia. You guys are so close. You're talking about it. You're meeting. You're having these conversations. You're electing officials that believe in women's rights. And I'm hoping that you're going to continue to fight for this. Because wouldn't it just be awful if it was like Arizona? Right? Don't we want it to be Virginia? Okay. So we need you. We need all of you. If you even tell 10 of your friends about this issue and ask them to tell friends and spread the word in a real grassroots way and make people aware of this and hungry for this change, then it will be because of you that we fight and that we've won our equality. And I mean, it's history. You have the chance in Virginia to make history. So I'm going to pledge to you right now that I'm going to come back in December. I would like for all of you to go knock on doors with me in Richmond, and we can do together everything we possibly can do to get Virginia to be the 38th and final state to ratify the Equal Rights Amendment. Can I have your commitment in that? Okay. So everyone should take out their phones right now. Right this second. I know you're all dying to look at Facebook anyway, so you might as well open it up. And I want you to go to varatifyera.org. And I want you to sign up with your email address so that we can keep you posted on what we're doing and how you can continue to help and spread the word. And thank you so much for having me. Thank you for organizing this. And thank you, Virginia. Let's do this.
That's it. We got one more showing to do in Prince William County, but we appreciate you all coming.